This is a pretty classic reciprocating type unit. You see that it's, in terms of its size, it's really not much bigger than this table here, maybe a little bit longer, about the same width, maybe a little higher. And anywhere from 60 to 80 kW. And all this stuff in the blue in the front is some of the ancillary equipment that you need to take the waste heat and transform it into something that you can use. So there's lots of these out there. And as you can see in this close-up, yeah, it really does look like a car engine because that's basically what it is. So for 75 kW of electrical output, you also get almost 500,000 BTUs per hour of heat output. And the maximum temperature, that's actually kind of important also, because generally speaking, even though that says 230 degrees F, that's usually under pressure, so it's not steam. And for a variety of technical reasons, it's much more difficult and expensive to have steam cogen, which is too bad because then you could use it for all the steam-heated buildings in the city. But most of the projects that have tried to do that have not really worked out very well. So generally, I would recommend avoiding that, unfortunately. And you can see it's no lightweight, right? 3,000 pounds, about the weight of a car. Now, this is a very interesting new thing. I saw this in a building in the Bronx, and the first time I looked at it, I said, what is that? I never heard of this. And it's a very small cogen unit, a little under 5 kW. And one day I was walking through the Bronx, and I happened to stumble across the building, having already visited it on a Green Home NYC Green Buildings tour. So I rang the buzzer, and I went up to the super, and I said, hey, I was here a few months ago, and I was wondering if I could take a few more pictures of your cogen system. So the guy looked at me like I had 3 heads, but eventually he did let me do that. And so I was able to get photos of the inside. Now, it's not as well focused as I would like, but this is a single-cylinder engine that was developed by Briggs & Stratton, of all people, and they sold the technology to somebody else. And so they make this thing is made, I think, in Wisconsin or something. And so the good news is it's very compact, and you can fit it through a door to get it into the building, which is a very important consideration. The problem is that because of economies of scale, or maybe what you should call reduced economies of scale, it's much more expensive on a per kW basis. It's up in the realm of about 10,000 per installed kW. However, if you run the numbers, and the numbers make sense, it's still a good idea. But it is, the upfront cost is pretty high. But the key to this, the key consideration behind this is that now, whereas the smallest unit you could conceivably put in or profitably put in was about 50 kW, this is a tenth the size, which means that you can put in a lot smaller building if the numbers work out properly. So that's nice.